Hello everyone! I feel it's time to revisit a theme that has been going on for a while in the Nintendo Switch community. Since the first incident with third-party docks, we've been having a lot of tests and videos on third-party dock quality. But this is all on theory, nobody actually put those docks to the real test. That's why I decided to move away from the original Switch dock when I received the Brook Power Bay. And it has been 4 months since I got that dock, and I haven't been using the original Switch dock ever since. I have let my Switch sit in this dock on sleep mode, and I've been using it with my smartphone to play emulators too. The thing is, the Brook Power Bay uses the original Nintendo AC adapter, so I think it's a bit more safe than other third-party docks. But recently, I got an offer to test this new dock from Kiwihome. It's those compact travel docks that doesn't actually dock the Switch. You only connect a USB Type-C cable. These docks are good for travel because they are super compact and easy to put on your backpack and take it with you wherever you go. It is also super low profile. You'll only see a cable dangling on your setup. So at first I was a bit skeptical to test this dock. Since it doesn't use the original AC adapter, I wondered if it would be really safe to use. But wait, if someone has to test it out, it has to be me, right? After all, I have the channel to report back to you if anything goes wrong. So I accepted the offer and received the dock for testing. I received the package on September 16, so this makes almost 1 month of testing. And since that day, I've been letting my Switch sleep connected to this dock. And yeah, my Switch is still alive. Let's then proceed with the review and see this dock. In the box, you get a 4 feet long USB Type-C cable. And here's a look at the manual. The dock comes nicely wrapped up to avoid scratches. And though it looks like metal, the case is entirely made out of plastic. You have an HDMI port, a USB 3.0, and a USB Type-C port. The connector is not very solid, it wobbles a little bit, so be careful when plugging it in. And it outputs 5 volts at 1.5 amps or 15 volts at 2.6 amps. The other side of the USB Type-C cable has a 90-degree angle. This makes it easier to connect to the Switch. When connected, don't leave your Switch in a desk, or it might block the air intakes. And here's my first test with this dock. I recently got Splatoon, and while recording this, yeah, I did some pretty dumb stuff. I was still getting used to the game though, so it's okay. And I played it for quite some time. I didn't notice any graphical glitches or audio problems. It behaved just like the original Switch dock. And another good point of this dock is that it also supports smartphones. And here too, I didn't see any problems. The borders of the image are slightly cut, but this happened only on this TV. I tested on other TVs too, and none of them had this. So I believe it's some configuration of the TV itself. And the final thing I wanted to test is the compatibility with a USB LAN adapter. And it already switched to a wired connection. Let's do a quick speed test. And I think that's all of the tests that I could make. The Kiwihome dock has an even smaller form factor than the Brook Power Bay, being a great option to carry with you when you're going to your friend's house, or even to use it on another room of your home. And I would do a teardown, but this dock has no screws and I believe it's sealed with glue, so I didn't want to attempt to pry it open and break it. And I'll still be using this dock. If you have any worries that it might not be safe, just wait a little bit and see if my Switch will kick the bucket. If I get enough requests, I might even do some live streaming with it. And I would like to see other YouTubers doing this test too. Bob already did tests with the OLED Switch, leaving it permanently on, and even cooked a Switch to see at what point it will shut down. Then why not get a Switch and use it with third-party docks to see if any of them will brick the console. But that's up to them. Meanwhile, I'll keep using the Kiwihome dock and I'll report back if anything happens. I'll leave the links in the description of the Kiwihome shop if you want to get a dock for yourself. I really appreciate your support and I read all of the comments. If you want to help me out, subscribe. You don't even have to ring the bell. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.